Your dreams have now been fulfilled. You're rocking with the best. It's your boy, Sir Denny Blanco, alongside Randy J. Cruz. It's In the Game podcast. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Denny Blanco. Find him on social media, Twitter and IG as Sir Denny Blanco. Find myself, Randy J. Cruz, R-E-N-D-Y, letter J, C-R-U-Z on both IG and Twitter. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music and YouTube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Show some love and support for the program. Me and Denny greatly appreciate it. So, Denny Blanco, we're taping this on Monday, May 22nd. So, we are basically pretty much maybe one game away from the NBA Finals. Miami is up 3-0. Denver is up 3-0. I know when we did our prediction, you had Denver and you had Boston. I told you I probably had LA and Miami, so we're going to be 50-50 either way. But let's start with Miami and Boston. Listen, I'm not going to try to recap the game. I'm just going to say that the Miami Heat as an 8th seed are not playing like an 8th seed. They really, this playoff run that they're on, you talk about taking down the number one seeded Milwaukee Bucks. And I know Giannis was hurt, but still he played a few games coming back from injury. And they only got one game. Then they get to round 2 against my Knicks. The Knicks beat them twice. And now they are one game away from the finals with a potential sweep of the number 2 seed Boston Celtics. I do want to say this before I go further. Not like a moral victory, not like anything like that. And Reggie Miller said it best last night. I'm not sure if you heard it. He said the toughest competition that the Heat faced in the playoffs were the New York Knicks. And I'm like, you mean to tell me Giannis can only get one dub against the Heat? Boston with Tatum and Brown can't get not one dub yet. But the New York Knicks, the 5th seeded New York Knicks, gave Miami Heat the toughest competition they had in the playoffs. They couldn't stop Brunson. Obviously, little couple things here and there could have went our way, and we could be having a different convo today about where the Knicks could be at in the playoffs. But I think it kind of shows how far the Knicks are, more than what people want to think or realize, how far away we are. I think how close we are to becoming an Eastern Conference perennial powerhouse where, again, Milwaukee 1 dub, Boston no dubs, but we got 2. And I know they got Eric Spoelstra, which is probably the missing link out of all of that. So I just want to say the Knicks are closer than what people want to realize or admit that they are. You go
That was
ahead.
all for that was that whole thing. Was
You love it. You love it. Come on.
Wait, that whole thing was for the Knicks.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You know I'm right.
Man, listen. Forget if we know we're right. You know what this is right here?
What is that? Oh, going fishing? Yeah. That's Boston soon.
Hey, yo, Boston. Yo.
And the Lakers soon.
Hey, Boston, check this out, right? I picked you to win because, number 2 seed, you play well all season. I thought you had one of the best 1-2 punches in Tatum and Brown.
Brown.
And here we are. The Boston Celtics are about to get swept by the number 8 seed. The number 8 seed. I'm looking at this last game, 128-102.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I just want to cry. I just want to cry because I want Boston to win. So I'm talking to the screen like I'm a Boston fan. Everyone knows. Mm-hmm. I'm talking to the screen like I'm a Boston fan, and I'm looking up. I'm like, Al Horford, 8 points. Marcus Smart, 8 points. Derek White, 9 points. Jason Tatum. That's the same Jason Tatum that dropped 50 the other day now. That's the same Jason Tatum now.
Mm-hmm.
6 for 18.
Yeah.
1 for 7 from 3. Jaylen Brown, 6 for 17. 0 for 7 from 3. I'm sitting back listening to this goddamn interview press conference. Jaylen Brown talking about, guys that we should be able to handle. Guys we should be able to handle. They're playing their asses off. Sir.
Mm-hmm.
Translation, NBA Whisper. Translation. Jaylen, you upset that your man Gabe Vincent gave you 29? Gabe Vincent came out and was just like, whack, uppercut.
But that also goes to show you how the Miami Heat are. Listen, you got to be lucky and you got to be hot. Right now, everything is clicking for them, bro. Even against Milwaukee, against New York, now in Boston, the quote unquote the undrafted players that we keep hearing about, undrafted. I get it, they're undrafted. The Gabes and Duncan Robinsons, and you're getting a multitude of production outside of Jimmy and outside of Bam, with no Tyler Hero, the Duncans, the Kyle Lowrys, the Gabe Vincent, the Caleb Martins of the world, or even Kevin Love sporadically have stepped up, and it's like, time out, what the fuck is going on? Plus, you got Spoelstra on the sideline. Like they can't figure them out. The momentum is too strong right now for Miami.
I find it fascinating that on the other side of this, four-way run to the finals, on the other side you have the Lakers. And if you're paying attention, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the NBA Whisperer told Randy J. Cruz, and I think it was Ben when he was on the show, but maybe not. We had a conversation about what the Lakers could do against Denver, some strategies, and I said, quote, I think your problem is D'Angelo Russell.
Right.
But the difference is, you see, when Eric Spoelstra, bringing it back to Miami, when Eric Spoelstra saw that Duncan Robinson wasn't playing D, wasn't hitting shots, he said, you know what? Go to the bench.
Right.
Sit your ass on the bench until I need you. I don't care if you're making $100 million. Slide. I don't care. Sit your ass on the bench. These are the things that I applaud Spoelstra and the Miami Heat for doing, because it's not a matter of what you are earning. It's literally the same adage. Shout out to the beautiful Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. What have you done for me lately? I got this guy named Strauss who could defend 3 positions.
I forgot about him too.
Who could defend 3 positions and shoot the lights out just like you, Duncan. Sit your ass down right here. And then look what happens. He said, you know what? Duncan, come on. You can take some of Hero's minutes. Come on. Let me see what you can do. And then Duncan comes in this last game off the bench. A light 22. A light 22. Maybe Boston. Yeah. Hey guys, maybe y'all just not playing defense.
Listen, it could be getting out coached too, because when you see Mazzulla in the press conference yesterday, I didn't get my guys ready or together, or prepared, and it's like, the owners don't want to hear that. Like, you're the coach. You're the guy that's supposed to have your guys ready in a down 0-2 hole in the conference finals. What do you mean your team wasn't ready, or you did not get them ready? Like, if I'm down 0-2, it's a fucking must win.
It's a must win. You have to do everything in your power. God bless. Malcolm Brogdon, 0 for 6. Okay, it looks like you started Derek White. Change it up. The starters for Miami were Gabe Vincent, Strus, Butler, Bio, and Love. Okay, you've been starting Smart, Halford, Brown, Tatum. You got White in there. Yeah. Start Malcolm. Start Malcolm. Or how about this? How about this, guys? How about this, Mazzulla? Why don't you go big and see what they do? Start a big lineup. Go freaking Williams, or go Williams just to match up. Williams will take Odebayo, put Al Horford on Kevin Love, and then match up accordingly. Malcolm Brogdon, Smart, Tatum, and Brown. But you kept the same starting lineup. Why? You have to win this next game. Why would you do that? So, in closing,
Boston going fishing.
In closing, Boston, I thought better of you. I apologize. Y'all let some undrafted players give y'all the work. The work. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. You guys. You're getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars to not let that happen. No.
And speaking of that, I saw this morning on ESPN that Jaylen Brown and Tatum, because they made all NBA, that this summer Jaylen Brown could get up to at least $295 million.
Yeah, he's getting that money.
Whether it's from Boston or somebody else,
he's getting that money.
They're going to try to keep both Tatum and Brown. And Tatum is up to next year can sign for maybe up to $318 million.
Listen, we the money's great. You know, shout out to James Harden. He's made some good money over the years. But I bring up James Harden because your regular season. We gotta start calling them what they are. Regular season James Harden, regular season Tatum, regular season Jaylen Brown. I want to play off Jimmy. That's what I want. That's what I desire and need. When we need you the most, we need you the most. In the playoffs, we want to rely on you. If you're gonna do it one way or the other, take the season off and then go hard for the playoffs, I applaud that. Not the other way around. Who would have thought two of your best players would shoot 6 for 18? Like literally both put 18, 17 shots and only hit 6 each.
And Tatum hasn't played well in the fourth quarter anyway, the whole series.
Jimmy Butler shot 5 for 13. But if you got Caleb Martin coming off the bench with Duncan Robinson, Caleb gave you 18.
And the fact is, I think every time I see Caleb shoot or Max shoot or Duncan, I think it's going in every fucking time.
But it's dribble kick. It's not offensively. It's not.
Yeah, they're getting open. They're making you work on defense, and they fucking confusing you. Like, oh shit, why'd you wide open?
Yeah, but the rotations for me, if we can get a little bit deeper, the rotations are terrible when it comes to watching that last night's game. First of all, you know how I feel about the switching. I hate that shit. How about Jason Tatum? You guard Jimmy Butler the whole game, no switching. Marcus Smart, how about you guard Gabe Vincent whole game, no switching. Yo, there's times where I'm 3 possessions. 3. You, Jason Tatum. Weak screens. Derek White is guarding Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent is setting a screen on Tatum, who's guarding Jimmy Butler. You know what Tatum going to do? Gabe Vincent setting a screen. Gabe Vincent about 6'1". Your boy Tatum is 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
Not one time did you run this man over. Not one time. You let that little man come on you, Jason. Put his little body on you, and you stopped. Jimmy Colm comes around, and look who's guarding him. Derek White. The little man. 3 possessions. Jimmy just takes his time. Backs him in. No double coming. When the double comes, it's already up. Or where's it going? To Strus. To Vincent.
Yeah.
So that happened, and then the dribble penetration. You're not keeping guys off the you're not keeping guys out the paint. Dribble drive. Like Gabe. Dribble drive. Kick.
Right.
Kip. Duncan. Kick. Strus. Game over. But moving forward to the next to Lakers and Denver, your boy Joker about to lift up a trophy.
Oh, Joker?
He's about to lift up a trophy.
Yeah.
He's about to lift up a trophy. So those 2 MVPs that he won, hey guys, He's about to get a ring. He's about to get a ring added to that. And
Yeah.
let's be clear. Does Joker have a top 10 Hall of Famer playing with him?
No.
Does Joker have an all-star playing with him?
No.
Yes, he does.
Oh, say it again?
Jamal Murray.
Yes, Murray. Yes, sorry.
If you want to say he's a Hall of Famer, I don't know yet. Book is out still.
Right.
But he's playing with another all-star. It's him and Joker. So we can talk about the Lakers going fishing.
Yeah, I think Denver is just too much for LA right now. Where you're not getting production from D'Lo and they're talking about maybe starting him or not. And then Jamal Murray, Joker has the big game one, and he has a fucking double in the first quarter. And then he's okay in game two, but then Murray explodes in the fourth quarter. His damn near every three. Then game three, you're in LA, and Murray gets 30 in the first half, and it's like, yo, bro, it's a lot happening fast for the Lakers. And again, AD played well game one. He had 40 and 10.
It wasn't about AD, or it's not even about LeBron.
Yeah, it's LeBron. You're getting
or
23 from Reeves. You're getting 40 from AD, and you're still losing. And then these have been winnable games for LA. They're not getting blown out. It's not 15 point. They're right there. They just can't get over that hump, because when they come back, Denver finds a way to stop it. And it's like, Denver, are you going to sweep the Lakers tonight? Or are you going to try to do it in game 5? I think you better do it tonight.
No, they out of here.
You better do it tonight, because you don't want to give this team any momentum. LeBron has come back from 3-1 before, not 3-0. It's different. But I just don't know. I think Denver closes it out tonight.
Denver's going to close it out tonight. I'm sitting back watching this game as a Laker fan, trying to not really. I'm not a Laker fan, but I'm trying to put myself in their shoes and trying to understand what's going on. Like I said from the beginning, number one, D'Lo, Jamal Murray was cooking him delicious barbecue chicken, still eating him like it was nothing. Hey, Darvin Ham, why don't you start Hachi? Start him. Go big.
Yeah, he's been playing well in the playoffs too.
Start him. Go big. What do you lose? Let me tell you what you lose. You lose D'Angelo Russell, who shot 1 for 8 first game, 2 for 6 the second game, 0 for 7 the third game. Literally grabbed no rebounds, had no assists, and couldn't defend anyone. Why is he even on the court? Why? Put in Hachi, put in Vanderbilt, put in Lonnie. All those guys should take up all his minutes. But what's happening is D'Lo is taking up some minutes, and he had 3 points. He was 1 for 8, 1 for 6. Hachi had 13 points. Lonnie Walker had 9 points, but he didn't play long enough. So Lonnie Walker played 18. Russell played 20, so it was a 2-minute off. But Hachi played 33 minutes, and Schroeder played 24. LeBron James 42 minutes. Hey guys, 75-year-old LeBron James is giving you 23 and 7. I don't expect him to give you anything more than that. I don't. He can't give you anything more than that. Those days is over. So, guys, Laker fans, Darvin Ham didn't go big.
They're going fishing.
Darvin Ham didn't go big. They committed to D'Angelo Russell. The Joker is too much. And salute, Mr. Murray.
Before we get up out of here, there was a moment you were talking and I'm reading something, and it kind of got my attention. So this is real time. Let me get the proper wording. You probably
That's the proper wording. Bruce. Shout out to Bruce Brown.
So
shout out to Braun, who's literally I forget his first name. Brown on Denver. He's literally a rookie. And they got rid of Bones Highland because of him. So shout out to him and him getting some playing time out there in Denver.
Then I know we'll talk more about the finals once it's legit. I think obviously it's gonna be Denver and Miami, but you never know. But we'll save that for a later day. But Shams wrote about 10 minutes ago, After 19 years, Carmelo Anthony has announced his retirement from the NBA.
He started waiting.
10-time All-Star, 75 greatest anniversary team, and one of the game's greatest scorers. Carmelo Anthony retiring after 19 years from the NBA, but I think we can end on that note, meaning like, you already know how I feel about Carmelo. Ball player on the court, off the court. One of my favorite players growing up.
One of mine as well.
Prolific scorers I've ever seen. King of the fucking mid-range.
King of the jab step.
King of the jab step. Him and LeBron had their rivalries, and just seeing him in Denver, obviously in New York, bringing that team to a second round 10 years ago in 2013. Scoring champion. Obviously I wish he would have won a championship or would have played for a championship. It just wasn't in the cards for him. But, he's top 10 all time in scoring. So everybody going to be like, oh, Melo this, and he didn't play D, and he's at this and that. I'm telling you, like, fuck all of that and go by the eye tests and tell me, bro, I've heard it. You've had your favorite players at that position say, oh, I got to guard Melo tonight. Oh, no.
Well, listen, you guys, real basketball enthusiasts, understand what kind of offensive threat he was. And for the last freaking time, for all those in the back listening, Melo was never brought to the NBA to play defense. Melo was not brought to the NBA to play defense. He was brought to the NBA to score. And he did his job very well. So, all this other jazz about him, not playing defense, when you put him around a great team, he goes to the second round of the playoffs, maybe even to the finals, if guys around him aren't idiots. If guys around him aren't idiots, he's probably in a handful of finals, maybe one or two NBA finals, if guys aren't idiots around his team. Other than that, Hall of Famer as well. But before we go, I just want you to understand something, and I'm thinking about this as you're speaking. This is why Kobe Bryant is one of my favorite players of all time. Like, I put him up there right with Michael Jordan. You think Kobe Bryant, if Kobe Bryant was, and let me, before I preface this, how folks is like, yo, I'm Mamba mentality. Like, I'm Mamba mentality. Like, I F's with Mamba heavy. All right. If that's the case, if Kobe was in Giannis's shoes, first series against Boston, you think he's not guarding Jimmy Butler the whole series? That's a question, Randy. You think if Kobe was Giannis in that first round, you think he's not guarding Jimmy the whole series?
Kobe will guard Jimmy Butler 48 minutes, 94/50.
Thank you. So, and then also too, do you think Jason Tatum guarding Jimmy Butler?
Kobe would get the assignment of a Jimmy Butler. Kobe would get the assignment of LeBron. It don't matter who it is. I'm guarding the best player, and I expect the best player to guard me.
Pussy. If that's too harsh for some folks, I apologize. Bleep it out later. But no. You getting paid, Jason Tatum, you getting paid, or Jaylen Brown, you getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars. You try to call yourself an all-star, and you're not guarding playoff Jimmy for 48 minutes? Pussy. Shout out to Greg Williams. Shout out to Greg Williams. No matter what people say about you, you're the only one on the Boston Celtics that showed heart. You're the only one on the Boston Celtics that showed some emotion. Like, nah, fuck that. This is getting out of hand. Nah, I got to do something. Like, what's going on?
And that's why the headline was like, oh, did Boston quit yesterday? I mean, you were down by 40. You were down by 40.
Greg Williams, the only guy, like, yo, have some fight. Like, even though, you know what I'm saying, listen, and again, Jimmy's coming right back. Like, I'm going to come right back at you. And that's what killers do. We go back and forth. But don't you dare, if you're gonna call yourself Mamba mentality and pick up what Kobe was doing, don't you dare say you're Mamba mentality. Devin Booker, Giannis. If you're not guarding the best player on the other team, that's killing you. It's not even like the best player is not doing work. That's why you're not guarding him. He's killing everyone on your team. Everyone. So what do you do at this point? Gabe Vincent's going off. Jason, you're the best players on the team. Why aren't you guarding him? Mm-hmm. Or Marcus Smart, why aren't you guarding him the whole game? This switching is wild to me. It just puts him in bad positions. And I'm coming from an era where you didn't switch. You fought over the screen because you fought over the screen because you didn't want a what? Mismatch.
Yeah.
That Jimmy Butler got every single time on switches, or Jamal Murray switches every single time. He saw D'Angelo Russell was like, whoa. Right down the paint. Every time. Jimmy Butler, switch. Derek White, right down the paint. It's ridiculous. But stop that Mamba talk. Because Mamba would guard. Mamba would guard the best player on that team for 48 minutes, 94 feet, in his face. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're missing in the NBA right now. Shout out to you, Lakers. I hope the officiating is done well.
Because if that's what was required, Kobe, like, you know what? I might take a little L on offense, but defensively, I'm gonna guard the best player, whoever that might be, and do the best I can and try to clamp him down. Because now I need everybody else to try to beat me. If you beat me, that's on me. But if they beat me, it is what it is.
So Boston fans,
I think that's what we're seeing with Miami. I can guard Jimmy 48 minutes, cool. But it's the other guys that are making the shots.
Well, Boston, did you quit? Boston, did you quit? Is Miami that much better than you? Did Mazzulla quit? Did he have enough in-game adjustments?
No, or maybe Mazzulla got out-coached by Spoelstra.
Does he keep his job next season?
That I don't know.
These are questions that I'm sitting back. I'm just like, so if you didn't quit, is this team better than you? Or did you throw in the towel? Or is this team like when you shoot 6 for 18, Jalen, 6 for 17? Did Butler and Strus have you locked up? They won't let me out.
In a straight jacket?
Won't let, baby, I'm locked up.
Cactus Jack?
Locked up in a jacket. Mm-hmm. It has to be one of those things, Boston fans. You can't have it. You can't just say we lost and that's it. Either you quit or Miami got you in the back pocket and pumped you. One or the other, or it could be both. Mm-hmm. Could be both.
Right. So before we wrap up, I just want to harp on Carmelo retiring at the 19 years in NBA, All-Star, bound to be Hall of Famer, all-time greatest scorer. And I just want to put this. I want to put the stats out there because people say, "Oh, and Melo." Yeah, let me give you these stats real quick. All right. You want to tell me, "Oh, this and that," bro. I think Carmelo is one of the most polarizing athletes because as much as he's great, everybody want to take him down too. What about this? You got this guy fired, and you don't play no defense, and
part of the game, man.
Who gives a fuck? I'm giving you what's on what the eye test. And I'm telling you this stat right now. How many years in a row you think he averaged over 20 points a game or more?
He played 20 years. He played 19.
He played 19.
Okay, so how many years in a row?
How many years in a row you think he averaged more than 20 points a game?
16.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 years in a row of 20 points or more in a game in the NBA.
In the NBA, it's very hard to score 20 points. It's very hard to score 8 points, let alone average 20 over a 14-year span.
And with a career average of 23. Even in the OKC and the Rockets of Portland, 16, 13, 15, 13, 13 is still
like
above average.
On light minutes, too.
So you try to tell
all
me
night long.
Carmelo never averaged less than double digits ever in his fucking career?
No, he's a scoring machine. It's not.
Yeah,
He's a scoring machine. It is what it is.
I seen
But yeah,
some
let me tell you something. The Lakers could have used some of that, but whatever.
exactly.
But whatever.
Man, if fucking Denver would have picked him up or something this year, that would have been a nice
Him on Denver makes sense too. All he did was catch and shoot.
capper right there. Like just the cherry on top of the cake. Melo ends a career, Denver championship, finals appearance, right off in the sunset.
Yeah, man.
But shout out Melo, congrats, man, great career. NBA, we love you. So yeah, let's see what Miami does, what Denver does. Next week might be talking about Denver and Miami in the NBA Finals, which could be very interesting. For us as fans, you want parity, you want different teams in there, and I think you're getting the 2-time MVP in there. You're getting Jimmy Butler in the finals again. Should be interesting. So, are we both saying the sweeps? It's over. Both.
Oh, these are sweeps. These are sweeps, and I think Denver's going to sweep Miami.
Oh, come on. See, this is where you go a little too far now. You know what I'm saying? Like sweeping Miami. They're gonna sweep Miami. Denver.
You say it like I'm not making sense. What you think Denver? You think okay?
Let's rewind the tape. Let's rewind the tape real quick. I got like 2 minutes to go. One, you told me, "Yo, if Miami beats Boston, it's a fucking conspiracy." All right, now what? Then you told me, the Cavaliers was gonna sweep the Knicks. Look what happened with that. So your predictions are not looking very
the Cavaliers. Right, the Cavaliers Knicks prediction, that's cool. What I said, that's fine. I made a mistake on that. What I said was if the Lakers beat Denver and Boston beats Miami, that's a conspiracy.
No, you said Miami. If Miami beats Boston, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah,
that's what you said. Not the Lakers.
Right. I was talking about the commercials and how everything they wanted to be Lakers Miami, and I'm just like
Lakers Boston.
Lakers in Boston. Excuse me. Yeah, it was supposed to be Lakers in Boston, basically, Magic and Larry on these commercials and the finals commercials. And I'm like, conspiracy to conspiracy. But so other than that, I picked the Lakers to take it out. And other than picking, I was just unfortunately Celtics let me down. Yeah. But Denver's a better team than Miami, all across the board, and they have an MVP and Joker. Sweep.
Okay.
And they have the wings to guard Jimmy Butler. Okay. God bless Aaron Gordon. He's gonna get some Bruce Brown. He's gonna get some Michael J. Porter. He's gonna get a lot. And I don't think Mike Malone's gonna sit around and allow Jimmy to score 55. I don't think that's happening.
Well, on that note, we'll see what happens. I know we'll tap in next week. Matter of fact, later in the week to see what finals matchup we do have officially. Denny Blanco, find him on social media, Twitter, IG, at Sir Denny Blanco. Rainy J. Cruz, R-E-N-D-Y, letter J, C-R-U-Z on both IG and Twitter. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music and YouTube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Download, rate, comment. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Show love and support for the program. We greatly appreciate it. Rainy Cruz, Denny Blanco, It's in the Game podcast. We out.
Your mother.
This guy.